Smart rings track your health, but this might actually change the way you use it. This is the RingConn Gen 3, which tracks vascular trends, giving you deeper insights into circulation and recovery. In addition to that, it also gives vibration alerts without having to check your phone. It has up to 14 days battery life, and just like the previous generations of this ring, there are no subscriptions to check your health data. I'm going to dive into this new ring, give you all the insights. We're going to explore this together up next. Hey everyone, welcome back to Tinker Forward. My name is Jeff, and I do all sorts of tech reviews, and today I am checking out the RingConn Gen 3. Previously, I've done reviews on the original RingConn ring as well as the Gen 2. If you want to see those review videos, those are going to be linked down in this video description. And if you want to find out more about this ring, or if you're interested in purchasing this, there will also be links down in the video description where you can find more information. So comparing this ring, the Gen 3 to the Gen 2, the Gen 3 has a slightly larger battery as well as a vibration motor, so you can get those vibration notifications. They were able to incorporate those into this ring, so now you get up to 14 days battery life, whereas the Gen 2 ring, you were only getting up to 12 days of battery life with the vibration motor in here and that larger battery. The increase in the size of the thickness is only 0.3 millimeters, so very minimal with some cool upgrades. And probably the coolest upgrade of the Gen 3 ring, which is not available in the Gen 2, is it now does long-term vascular tracking, where it tracks things like your circulation stress, day and night rhythm, sleep, breathing, post-exercise recovery, and even your stress response, so that you can notice any changes in your body early. I go more into detail about this later in the video. I'm going to dive deeper into all the features because this thing does all sorts of stuff like sleep tracking, all your health activity tracking, gives you all those health stats. We're going to go into a lot of that, but first we're going to do a quick unboxing because I want to show you what comes with this ring. Let's take a look at this RingConn Gen 3. So just for reference here, I got the size 14 matte black. So we can see on here that it shows the ring battery capacity for the different sizes. It has different size batteries. Mine is a size 14, so it's going to have a 16.5 milliamp hour battery. Smaller sizes are going to have slightly smaller batteries. I like the box. You can see all the different styles and colors that are available. These are the most stylish instructions I've ever seen. So we have our quick start guide right here. We also have our instruction manual. Here is the ring itself. We'll take a closer look in just a second. Here is our charging case. Got our light indicator on the front there. A rubber footing on the bottom so that it doesn't slide around. Interesting, there is a reset button on the bottom. So we're going to pop that on, and it pops on like that. That's interesting. There's a blue light right there, which, because I've got my bright light shining on this, makes it a little hard to see dead on. But if you turn it to the side, you can definitely see that it's pulsing, indicating that the ring is charging. I've also got my blue light on the side here that is solid, that comes on. And also in the box is our charging cable. So USB-C to USB-C. It's got the RingConn logo on it. We're going to charge up our case right on the back, USB-C to plug in. This can go to any USB-C outlet. Go ahead and charge up the case, and then you can take the case with you on the go to then charge the ring up without needing to have the case plugged in. So let's take a close-up look at the ring. You can see the chips on the bottom. We've got these two little nubs that are on the side, those little metal contacts right there for charging when we put it in the case to charge it up. It's very lightweight, just holding it. Very smooth, very sleek. Has a very modern look to it. The matte black, in my opinion, is beautiful. I love the way that it looks. I love its build quality. It definitely has a very modern and kind of even futuristic feel to it. We're going to pop this on my finger, and it has a very nice fit. Let's get this connected. So we've got the RingConn Smart Ring app that you can search for in the Play Store, the App Store. There's also a QR code in the instructions or the quick guide that you can just scan with your camera. That'll link you up to the app. Go ahead, download that. You'll have to agree to some terms here, and then from this point, if you want notifications turned on, you can allow those. You can either choose to sign up for a free account or log in. I have had previous RingConn rings, so I've already got an account. I'm going to log in. If you were going to sign up, Takes just a minute or two to get yourself registered, and then you'll have your account created. Now let's try pairing the Gen 3. So it says you select how you'd like to pair your device. We're going to put it in the charging case, and it's going to start a search. Searching, look at that. Almost instantly found the Gen 3. So it is now binding and going through the process here. Pairing was successful. New version available, so we're going to update it and have the latest update here, download the firmware, and get the latest software, so we are set up. So I've been wearing this ring now for several weeks. The battery life is anywhere from 11 to 14 days. That's what RingConn says in my real-world testing. Initially, I was testing this without vibrations turned on, and I did get 14 days of battery life before this thing needed to be charged back up. I was able to just pop it back into the charging case, which when you have this charged up has its own battery in it, so you can take this remotely if you're traveling or if you're on the go, pop your ring in here, charge it back up, and then that gives you your recharged life for your ring. With the vibration alerts turned on, you're going to get anywhere from 10 to 13 days of life out of the ring. And the ring itself, very comfortable to wear. It's made of a lightweight titanium, so it has a very sleek and modern look. I think that the ring itself feels comfy. I notice that the ring is there. It's not uncomfortable. It's very lightweight. The fact that I can just pop it back off from my finger, you know, sometimes I'll take it off. I do a lot of projects on this channel, home maintenance and stuff around the house. If I'm working with tools, if I'm outside doing yard work, then I'll take the ring off. But aside from that, I've been wearing this ring all the time. I wear it when I sleep, so it does my sleep tracking. It also tracks my activities and stuff. So having all of that in this ring is very convenient. So both the RingConn Gen 2 and Gen 3 are waterproof IP68 rated, meaning you can wear these rings in the shower. You can use them for while you're washing dishes. You can even take them swimming. They are rated for depths of up to 100 meters or 10 ATM. The RingConn Gen 3 isn't just another smart ring. It's focused on what most smart rings ignore: long-term vascular trends. So instead of just giving you daily stats, it tracks trends over time, daily, weekly, and monthly, so that you can actually spot gradual changes before they turn into real problems. It also runs continuous overnight monitoring, helping you catch issues that might look normal during the day but show up while you sleep. Why does long-term vascular tracking matter? It's a reference for your long-term vascular health trends, helping you pay attention to body changes earlier. Blood vessels have no pain receptors, so abnormalities are often unnoticed. Vascular damage drives different types of disease, potentially leading to many health problems. With long-term vascular tracking, you can catch slow changes before symptoms appear, see how your habits affect your body, and even spot real risks early. I think it's amazing that they can pack all this tech into a smart ring. I'm curious, what features would you like to see from a smart ring? Let me know down in the comments section below. So now I want to give you a look at all of the information, the health stats that are gathered when I'm wearing the ring. What's cool is you can tap on Insights on the bottom left in the app. This is in the RingConn app. And from this point, you can get kind of a snapshot of how your day is going. Now, if I tap on Today up here, this shows me the calendar, and I can actually see with all the blue dots here all the days that I've been wearing this particular ring. And then I can go ahead and tap on any one of these days, and it's going to bring up all the information from those days. I'm just going to jump back to today, because that seems to be the easiest. And like I said, you see all the different snapshots, so sleep, relaxed status, vital status, activity, and it kind of shows you here from the kind of flower looking icon how good I'm doing on each one of those. It gives me a vitals score, so I'm at 93 right now, and factors behind that: no unusual changes in your vital signs, things look good. What you can do is as you scroll down here, it's going to say if it detected any activity. It's going to show you your sleep information, your activity information, so things like how many steps I've gotten, how many calories I've burned, how many active minutes, and then it's also monitoring things like my stress, the vital signs. So the vital signs is really cool because you've got all these different snapshots of all the information, but then I can tap on this little arrow right here, and this goes into my vital signs. So normal, no major changes. And essentially what it's going to do here is it's going to show me information on my heart rate. I can see 5 minutes or 30 minutes here. giving me my BPM, my resting heart rate, shows me tons of information on this, or I can actually just measure it right now if I want to do that on the fly. It's tracking my SpO2 information, and again, I can do a on-the-fly SpO2 measurement if I want. So I could just go ahead and tap Start Measuring. So that's pretty cool. You can see all the stats, or you can do an on-the-fly measurement. Here's my HVR, and it shows you all this information. And then I think here, if I tap on this, or if I tap there, it'll kind of, make it full screen so you can see all that information. Respiratory rate, skin temperature. So this is pretty cool. I think all this information, the fact that you're getting all this information without needing a subscription, to me is awesome. Are you sick of subscriptions? How many subscriptions to streaming services and other services do you have right now? Comment down in the comments. I want to know. I know I have several. I do not need another subscription, and being able to get all this info without needing to have a subscription is pretty cool. So under the Discover section, I can see things like any exercise done, sleep apnea monitoring. That's right, this thing's also gonna track any type of sleep apnea. No abnormalities detected, but I could actually tap into this, and it's gonna give me more stats on all of this, as well as health advice. And what's really interesting is how this breaks down all the information that's impacting your circulation, things like your sleep patterns, breathing, exercise recovery, and overall 24-hour stability. Can even run those on-demand things like that SpO2 measurement I was showing you, heart rate, all those things. The fact that you can check all of your body's health and vitals with the information that this app is giving you is pretty cool. So we were just looking at everything under the insights here, all those vital signs. There's also this Discover section, and this is going to show me information on any exercises done. Sleep apnea monitoring, that's pretty cool. Yes, it is going to do sleep apnea monitoring, so I can actually tap into this. And it says here, no abnormalities detected, and it's also going to give me some health advice. What I like about all this information, what's really interesting is how it breaks it all down and how it's impacting my circulation, things like my sleep patterns, my breathing, my exercise recovery, and my overall 24-hour stability. It's very cool that at its core you can understand more information about your body and your health, and this is going to help catch risks early, improve some of your habits. Like it was telling me here that it would probably be beneficial if I would improve some of my sleep habits, and then just preventing future issues, all without having to think about it. So, and I do want to just jump into the sleep tracking, and so this is where smart rings usually shine. The RingConn Gen 3 does a very solid job here of gathering all my sleep data, and we can see here that last night I got a good night's worth of sleep. Says I went to bed at 12:05. I know I went to bed probably around 11:30 or so, but it obviously took me a little time to fall asleep, and then I was able to sleep till 7:17 this morning. So it says that was good. Can I tap into that? Yeah, so it kind of gives me some factors behind where it got that 65 sleep score. So everything from heart rate, time of sleep, sleep efficiency, sleeping HRV, all sorts of stuff here. So I like how it breaks all that down. If we jump back, we can also see things here improvable. So time of sleep, sleep efficiency, I can tap into this and it's going to give me more information, even suggestions. I can see here the breakdowns of sleep. So it shows me all the sleep details, my awake, REM, light sleep, deep sleep. So I can see all of that, as well as down here my sleeping stress. So a score of 41, which it says is good before sleep, and then during sleep 23, which it says is excellent. So obviously not very stressed. I had a very restful sleep. Now I can go to the last 7 nights and it also shows me those scores as well. So something that's kind of cool about a ring like this versus say a smartwatch, much smaller fingerprint on my skin than a watch that's going to have maybe a wristband that might irritate you or be discomforting during sleeping. Just having something like this small ring on my finger is still tracking all that same health information, but a lot easier to sleep with than, say, a large, bulky smartwatch. I'm interested to know, do you sleep with a smartwatch on, or is a smart ring more realistic for you? Now, comparing this to a fitness tracker or a smartwatch as far as exercise tracking, you're a little bit more limited on your exercise options. I'm going to tap into this select exercise. So as far as exercise tracking, you're a little bit more limited on this smart ring. Right now, if I was going to track something like indoor running, I could just hit go and it'll start that up. I can tap this icon here And we've got everything from walking, running, it'll track cycling, indoor rowing machine,